Hey you guys, it's your girl Kristen here. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, especially if you're also an esthetician or an aspiring esthetician. I've been sharing with you for the past 2 years my real and raw journey as an esthetician, now a small business owner, and we are on our way to 50,000 subscribers. We are literally right there, and I'm so excited to be able to continue this journey with you. And I've been sharing with you just things as they happen in real time. So something sadly that I've been dealing with lately is people have been stealing stuff. You know, when you get into your own business, you're all like excited and like, you know, you trust everyone and you think everything's all like great and dandy. You do still need to be careful, especially because you are a small business. So I do kind of feel like some people may try to take advantage of you even more than they would if they went into like a chain, you know, spa or something. I'm going to be sharing with you what I've kind of implemented recently to help to prevent that from happening, and it actually has been working because I kind of like kept track of this over the last couple months, and we've thankfully had less and less things missing. Be sure to grab that notebook and pen and continue watching. So on my channel, I have a playlist called Esthetician Tips and Advice, so be sure to check out that playlist and watch maybe any other topics that I have talked about. But I like to try to pinpoint certain things that I feel like are really important to share, especially because I've been dealing with this more recently. Maybe it had been happening before, but I think right now, because I have an employee now, I've had to kind of be a bit more on top of inventory and retail, and so it's become more clear. You know, it's not just a miscount here and there. It's like last month we had 7 items missing, which, I mean, if you think about it, skincare is not cheap, so that was a good $600-700 that was taken out of my pocket. Should not be happening, and especially if you're a solo business owner, every single penny counts. Know that this video is not made to like blame anyone or pinpoint anyone. I actually don't even know who took things. Like, I don't have a specific story for you about me catching someone doing it, but I want to try to talk to you and give you some tips about how to prevent theft in your space, and just some things that like will encourage people to not do it, because we're not the police at the end of the day. It can be a really awkward situation. You know, what are you gonna say? Like, hey, you know, can I look at your bag? It's one of those things that you just have to really trust people and hope that whatever people are coming into your space have integrity. Just know it still can happen even if you do implement these tips. These are just, like I said, I had 7 items missing last month. This month we had 0 items missing. So I think what we've implemented has worked. The first tip I have for you is when it comes to performing your services and checking out your guests. So usually at the end of a service, you are letting the client get dressed and get themselves situated before you come back in and you check them out and you have them pay for the service. There obviously is that time in between you leaving and coming back where they could, you know, take items and put it in their bags. So a way that I feel to kind of help lessen the likelihood is to shorten that amount of time that they have by themselves in this room. Usually when I exit a room, I let them know, hey, I'm gonna step out for just a minute, I'm gonna grab you some water and I'll be right back. And then I actually knock on the door and I say, hey, are you ready? Versus the other way around that I feel like maybe some of you might do is you kind of wait outside the door and you wait for them to be done. And that way they're kind of determining how long they have to be in here by themselves. If you're kind of taking the reins and you're saying, hey, I'm only gonna give them like a minute or so, 2 minutes tops to get dressed and situated, or at least a minute until you're kind of checking in with them, saying, hey, you know, how's it going in there? Just so that, like I said, you're not letting too much time go by before you're in this room again with them. You guys might be wondering, okay, well, why don't you just put your products away? If you're dealing with a room the size of mine, which mine's 110 square feet, it's really tiny. I've had to utilize this space as best as I can. Honestly, had looked into getting like one of those glass displays that I could lock and keep products in there. Like, this room doesn't even have a closet. Thankfully, my other treatment room has a closet, But in this room, and I'm sure maybe in some of your guys' rooms, you don't have closets. You could get one of those glass shelves with the key and whatnot, but I feel like that takes a lot of space. It's fragile. I feel like I wouldn't want to bump into it and it fall over. But by all means, if your space is large enough to support, you know, multiple things being in the room, then go for it. But for me, if you also have a really small space, you're not going to want this big old shelf, you know, when you have all these other items to fit in this room. I do have my shelf kind of like on display, but what I think I like about it is that it's right near me, so it's kind of toward the back of the room. I'll show you guys. So it's toward the corner, so I feel like it's a little bit out of the way, so if someone really wanted to just like quickly grab something, they would have to kind of make some noise on their way back here to do it. And then also something else that I did, since I don't have the locked up shelf, what I've been doing is I've just been keeping one of each product in here. I don't put any more than that. I used to put like 3 or 4 of them out for display just because I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I sell a lot of product. I don't know about you guys, but I sell a lot of product, so I was like, I don't want to keep going into the closet and grabbing it, but I'd rather it not be stolen at this point. So I've only put one item of each retail product out, and again, kind of in that like uncomfortable range, like I'm having to really reach up for it versus it being like right in eyesight and easy to grab. So that could be something to think about, is just where you're placing the item. Another really, really great tip, I kind of got this idea from, I saw I think it was a TikTok, and I think it was at Target, and someone had put, or the company had started putting these like black looking things that look like cameras near certain shelves. And then this one guy had actually pulled one of those black spheres off of the wall, and it was connected to nothing. So it was literally just like a fake camera. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, well, I can't put a camera in here, but what could I do to kind of like fake people out and make them think like something's watching them, or, you know what I mean, that it's being monitored. My little solution to this was I took my label maker, it's right here, which again, everything that I always order and have in this room is on my Amazon storefront list under Esthetician Room Tour. This has been my handy dandy label maker that I've used for everything that needs to be labeled in this room. So I was thinking, I was like, I'll just print out a little label and I'm gonna put this on there. So I put right on the edge here in eyesight so people can see, and it says, display only, please do not touch, the shelf is being monitored. So I feel like in that sense, that label is my fake black sphere that is right there, where it's like, oh shoot, okay, she's aware of what's on her shelf and it's being watched. When I put display only, I feel like people might assume that there's not even a product in there, because display usually means what, like sample or just like the box, you know? So I feel like the wording actually is pretty clever, if I must say so myself. Technically, we are monitoring the shelf. I told Kristen when she's working, now that there's only one product displayed, like it's gonna be pretty easy to see if something's missing, because if there's only one product and it's all lined up in a perfect line and everything's always filled up, because I tell her, like, as soon as you sell a product, go and replace it with a new one, so that if at any point we just kind of glance over and there's a gap and there's no product there, we can kind of think like, oh, what happened to it? Now, I haven't had a scenario yet where I've actually caught someone doing it, and I was trying to think, like, what would I do? You know, what would I do in that situation? Because it can be really awkward, especially if it's just suspicion. You know, you don't want to ever accuse somebody of taking something if you just think they did. You know, you really have to have solid confidence that this person took something. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I think I would kind of like maybe go over to the shelf and look at it and be like, oh, I think something, I thought I had, I was gonna suggest to you the vitamin C serum, but I don't really see it there anymore. And then try to kind of start looking for it and just see what the person does. Like, I don't know, I would like leave the room and see if maybe they would like put it back or something. I don't know, like I just feel like that might work. I mean, I don't think I would full on accuse the person. I think I would kind of just play out a scenario and just see if they like put it back, or they take it out of their purse and put it somewhere real quick. Who knows? Also, I mean, mentally, since I've become aware of this, I'm again trying to manifest like people who come in here that aren't going to steal from us. I'm going to try to just stay positive that we're not going to continue to attract people like that. I haven't actually like addressed it on my social media platforms, but I do kind of feel like I could make some sort of like funny reel or something about it, just so people know that I'm aware of it. Because I think sometimes people come into your small business and they're like, they're not going to notice, you know, they're just a little business, they're not going to notice. The last tip I have for you is to have some sort of tracking system. I did do a video for you guys a few months ago about tracking inventory and what I do to keep in check with what products and supplies that I have and retail products that I have. I have since implemented different strategies since then, but that's still a great video to watch. I did start to track everything on Square. So my booking system is through Acuity Scheduling, which now actually was acquired by Square, so it will be called Square Scheduling now. It is connected with Square Up. And so I went and I entered in all of my retail items into Square, and I regularly, at least once a month, check that list and go and I walk around and I look to see how many products of each that I have and make sure that it all matches. That's what I suggest, is either creating some sort of document or implementing a software that you can enter in how many products you have, especially as you grow. Even when you're a small business starting out, like I think it's just better to get into the habit of tracking those things so that stuff like this doesn't just get done right under your nose. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. If I can think of any other tip, of course, I'm gonna put it in the comments below, but that's what I did recently, and I think, like I said, it was pretty effective if nothing got taken this month. I would say that was a pretty good improvement. So try it out in your space. Maybe, I'm sure some of you guys have experienced this. Comment below your experience and maybe other tips that you have to share with our community. But hopefully, you know, people can learn to just respect small businesses and solo estheticians, because that comes out of our pocket. I wanted to make this video. It's gonna be short and sweet. I will see you guys back here next week on Monday for a new video, and I have some exciting news to share with you coming up, and I'll see you guys back here next week. I love you. Stay safe. Bye.